have a will? Or is there any cover-up somewhere? These things are very critical. And
an attempt to force him to write one before he passed. You understand? It could be like exercise.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, but it never happened. Yeah.
So, and we have a lawyer in the house, and we could not even get your client who just passed on. You couldn't get him into the mortuary with the necessary report that is required, either by the police or by the hospital. And the rigorous motive that was established when he was taken to the second hospital, for rigorous motive to be established, it has to have taken place 12 hours. The body must have passed on 12 hours before rigorous motives can start to come in. So did Mohbad actually died on Monday, not on Tuesday? And I'm very sure the mother was saying the right thing when she did make mention of the fact that they called him on Saturday, was with them, and they called him on Monday and all that. Mohbad actually passed on Monday. Not.
Do you mind if I play the video? Do you mind if I play the audio?
Please do.
Let me see if I can just quickly get it.
Let me quickly say something before you put it.
Right.
I was questioning. The question I was asking is, Baba Mohbad's sister. She was saying that the day they are doing the introduction. Now I know the reason. Like, because engagement is for family. You know what I mean? Introduction, all this thing. So now I know the reason why Baba Mohbad did not go with his family, because it wasn't planned. You know what I mean? And now those family, they took it against Baba Mohbad. That how can you do your introduction and engagement for your son, and you will not, like there are some families, it's just like I'm getting married and my family did not inform, they don't, my sisters, you know what I mean? So it's just this case is a puzzle. Now we will be fixing it. Like now they were blaming Baba Mohbad for very early. Now we know the explanation and it's reasonable. Please, let's take our time. Now, that's why I do tell people, don't conclude. There is a reason for every action. You know what I mean? Now, Baba Mohbad has explained himself, it really makes sense to me. He can't keep Mohbad in the fridge and keep it at home. He needs to go, that's what he needs to do, because he is helpless. And the sister to Baba Mohbad now, maybe she will get to watch the video. Baba Mohbad did not plan for any engagement. It was when they get there. And it's like the family, they know what they are doing already. How can you do introduction and engagement together without their consent? And now, this part of things that broke Mohbad family. Because that woman was saying like, we are a big family. Because a lot of people are complaining like, why is Baba Mohbad family is not coming out? Now the woman said, we have a big family, but since they had introduction, they did not hear about engagement. Now we can't blame Baba Mohbad. This thing was not planned. Can you see? So let's be fixing it one after the other. But I'm 100% sure. How can you be going? And look at Baba Mohbad said the clothes that he wore today is what he wore to the introduction and engagement. And I know Wunmi family will dress very well on that day. You know what I mean? They've been doing this game all the way. But that's why let's learn. When you get married, you need to leave your in-law, put them where they belong. They are not your parents. I'm not saying you should not love them. They are not your parents. That was the mistake Mohbad made. You turn the in-law, because as I'm talking to you now, I'm a married man. This thing that is happening is almost happened to me. But it got to a stage I have to call myself like, if my family did not take good care of me, how can my wife married me and the family want to be milking me? Why my family is not enjoying? Of course, as I'm talking to you, I'm a person, I live in US, to the extent that I brought my own mother-in-law. I brought them to America. My family is still back home in Nigeria. So we need to use our senses. Let's learn from this. It's part of the Mohbad mistake. Because you think, and that's the way I think too. Because I saw my mother-in-law as my mom. But It got to a level now, my mother-in-law is proving to me that you are not my son. Put that thing in your health. We need to learn. A mother, only you need to put it in your brain as a man. I'm not saying you should not love your mother-in-law or something, but they will never, if anything happens, they always back their family. And they always back their daughter or something. So please, that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Sorry, can I say something, please? Can I also say something? Say something, please, guys.
What if you would take your time? We'll come back to you.
Okay, bro.
Complete your state. Complete what you were saying. Unless it's very quick, York.
Okay, what I want to say.
I mean, is it going to be very quick? Because I want the man who was speaking to complete what he was saying.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. Then we still have a long time today to discuss this. I just want us to see from this perspective. Because when Baba Mohbad was talking, I felt I was just watching a movie being directed by Mohbad. Now, I'm going to say this and I will come back. We'll talk about it later. I feel everything that happens to Mohbad was remotely controlled by Wunmi. Thank you. Remotely controlled by Wunmi. Thank you. But Paparano, you can go on.
All right.
And
that makes some sense.
I'm sorry, can I hand up with this?
All right.
Let me hand up with this. Even for Mama Mohbad to go on national TV and be shouting, it's so disrespectful to Baba Mohbad. At least now, you guys have differences. It's okay. A man and woman always have differences. But now that they are fighting for justice for your son, why are you now telling everybody now it's the father that they don't want them to bury the son? Why is the mother so in a hurry? Is somebody giving her money that, tell them to bury the son or something? I don't understand. It's so disrespectful. If I'm a man, I will never accept that. How can you go on national TV and now you are painting your husband black in front of people? That's what you're trying to do. And at this point, we're not listening to Mama Mohbad. It's not like we are taking sides.
Let's keep tapping the screen, everybody. And I have 10 blessings to share the life.
How can you go on the TV and be asking they should bury your son? Where were you like almost 10 years ago? When that boy when that boy needed help, where were you? Now you want to go bury.
Thank you.
So until when they finish this case, no burial. Forget about it. That's it. Thank you.
Let us not also forget that woman is giving the impression that she's at the mercy. You know when someone is at your mercy, sort of Wunmi, because she believes Wunmi is in the custody of almost everything Mohbad. So let us not forget. And the problem here is if their DNA is done, there is a probability. The woman will be thinking, what if Liam is not my grandson? That means Wunmi would have to, leave everything for Baba Mohbad. That's what is going to happen. And then
No. By tradition, the parents do not inherit from the child. The brothers.
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. The brothers of Mohbad will take all the property.
Maybe brother of Mohbad. Okay, maybe brother of Mohbad. Okay.
And they will take care of their father. They will take care of their mother.
The bottom line is Wunmi might lose out on everything. Because obviously, if Liam comes out to be, is a child, so we need to respect it.
There are two things that play out here. Currently they are not legally married. Okay, because they are not registered in the customary court,
and they never did it.
Yes, they are not legally married, and as a result of that, the baby is the only thing that can still legitimize any connection between them. And so, as a result, by tradition, by law, or the Republic of Nigeria, I don't think the father have the right for the DNA, but by customary law, the father has a full right to legitimize that son, and that is what the father is going to use right now. If he takes them to the customary court, they are going to have to bow to whatever it says.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I just want people to understand the pressure on Mama Mohbad. I understand that most people are blaming her for going on national TV. Is disrespectful to her ex-husband, or should I say her husband? I don't know what to call them. But
anyway, we'll come back to that again. Go on, Saka, right on with what you were saying.
Let me be there for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you noticed Wunmi's dad not being?
You were talking about the video. The video. Anyway, go on.
The rigor mortis. Yeah, the rigor mortis. It established 12 hours after a body passed on, and it could, based on the condition the body was, maybe disease situation or whatsoever, at least within 12 hours. And when Mohbad was taken to the hospital, the second hospital, their report was that they reported rigor mortis, which means that he has passed on probably 12 hours before he was brought in.
Okay, but medically, rigor mortis is not necessarily 12 hours. It's at least from 2 hours. Then from at least 2 hours.
Yes, it's a stiffening of the muscles. It depends on the
medically. It's at least 2 hours, at least medically.
Yes, and it depends on the medical condition of the.
Yeah, it starts at least 2 hours, and then it completes. It gets totally stiffened. Okay, between 8 to 10 hours. 8 to 10 hours, it stays stiffened. So if the body die on Monday, what time on Monday? Let's say evening on Monday. Okay. So rigor mortis will be completed 10 hours. By 10 hours, the body will stiffen. After stiffening, by medically, it's going to now, the stiffening will now be stationary. That is to be stiffened for another 12 hours. Then after 12 hours, it will start becoming flexible again medically.
Okay.
Yes.
So that being said, appears he had died earlier than the Tuesday. Possibly he died sometimes in the evening of Monday. That is what I thought. And the rush for the mortician to call the local morticians to come and do the local this thing on him has to do with the time from which he has been left dead, and they are perceiving, okay, this could lead to something else, so they need to quickly do the mortician needs to work on him, quickly put the cotton wool and remove the local distance there. Now that has been done. Where is Mohbad, Wunmi's father in the scheme of everything? Perhaps he should be the leader of the home in Wunmi's home. But where is him? Never appeared in the picture. Let me tell you the reason why. The mother dominated the family and also doing the same thing with Wunmi. And Wunmi is dominating the family of Mohbad, using the mother because she appears to be a very strong figure in the whole scheme. The dad, where is Wunmi's dad? Have we heard from him all this while? Why is he not protecting his daughter that is being bullied? According to people, according to the group of people who are fighting for justice for Wunmi instead of justice for Mohbad. Where is the father? Why is he not coming out to talk about the bullying? Why are they pointing fingers at Wunmi for causing the death of Mohbad, having worked so hard for him to become a superstar? Unquote. Why have we not seen that? And a man should be capable to control his family. But we have not seen that. And that shows the strength of that character, Wunmi's mom, and the whole issue. She's in center of everything. I can tell you for fact. She's in the center of everything that is happening right now. She's controlling and pulling the strings. And Wunmi is playing that role perfectly for her. But unfortunately, the whole of Africa and the world have risen to demand justice for Mohbad. What killed him is within the family. What took his life away is within the family. I can agree with you that artists can have issues with their labels. It is a common occurrence. Any artist that is going to break forth, we always have problem. Nice had problem with ID Kabasa, but nobody heard about it. But in-house, we know. The Coded Tunes, we know the problem they had. We know how Nice broke up. Then there was his manager. We know what happened. Even Wizkid broke up from the other guy. He was in this university here in Ibadan. We were promoting him and doing all those things here on Splash FM, you know. And we know all the tussles they go through. And it is absolutely normal. If you are going to break to the next stage, you must walk through these hard things and cover them up. It is the price you pay. Nothing good comes easy. So if you are going to stand on your own and you are going to break forth from all the peoples that wants to feed on you, because once you become a superstar, so many people will feed on you. There's a whole lot of distraction here and there. And you need to walk yourself up to break away from these things. So it's a big tussle. But Mohbad found himself within the Naira Marley. Naira Marley also broke up from somewhere, from Olamide, when he came and he was taken into the label and all that. He also tried to move up from those. He did his own battle there too. So we shouldn't just criminalize the battle, the Malians brand as such. Though they are very, very, how will I put it? They cause a major problem for him. But that is not the problem that actually led to his death. From the look of things, we are having something within the family. There's a family tussle. The Mohbad's family and the Wunmi's family. The Mohbad's family, very vulnerable because we have a dysfunctional family here. The Mohbad's mom is off the scene. The dad playing the role of both the father and the mother. That man really tried. Even with his little education, we can see he might have made some mistakes here and there, and those mistakes are acceptable based on the level of his knowledge. But he has done so well to keep these things. Having heard from him and look at what he has to suffer through, go through. And we are having women asking for justice for Wunmi because we want to know what killed Mohbad, and she's not providing the right information for us. And we are seeing deliberate actions by so many people doing covering up within the Wunmi's camp. And it shook me to my spine. The last time I heard Wunmi's Mohbad's mom making such statements, they want him buried and all that, she was just crying. It was really out of place. The motive for that, you know that she was engineered to do this, so that we can quickly forget about this case. Because the more initially I was of the opinion that yes, we can bury Mohbad. We can bury him because we still have some of the organs. If a DNA is necessary, then let them go to the lab and pick those organs. Because of the toxicology test, the organs are still with them. So they can actually take organs there and do the test for the DNA. But it's even far more than the DNA now. Is being buried right away showed that the case must continue and we must get justice. Mohbad must not be buried. He must remain there until we resolve these things. So everybody needs to work very fast, including the police now. They need to work very fast, walk up their socks. Wherever there is lapses, we will get them exposed. Because so many people are, in fact, the coroner inquest is opening up so many things that is exclusive only to the police. The public are having opinions and they are seeing these things playing out. And this will form the final justice that will play out. As these things continues to unveil, Prime Boy comes in and the other people comes in and even the nurse I don't know why the nurse was excluded from testifying at the coroner inquest. It is very important. He's a major suspect because she and Prime Boy has been kept there now for so many days, and we need to hear from her. We need to hear our own story. We need to know what she's going through, what she went through, and how these stories are going to contradict themselves. And then we can really know the path to justice. But believe me, this one, anybody that is playing with fire, she just tamper with evidence. Let them tamper with evidence. Once you interview 2 or 3 people, lies will come out and the truth will come to the bare front. Thank you, Mr. Paparano.
Hello, Paparano.
Paparano.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yes. Can we move on? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna add a little thing. I said, what I just want to add is, it was really bad of them, to had advised him to turn around when there were other people they had actually informed, and they were, on their way to Mohbad, brushing on the bike, to get to Mo. So if he hadn't seen them rushing to Mohbad, and if he hadn't used his discretion, he would have turned around, go home, and then maybe after that day, and then they would have now, labeled him a bad father. The moral of all this is, I'm a woman. Yes, women supporting women. Sorry for this. As a man, please don't put your life in woman's hands, because if that woman is not all for you, the situation like this is what you're going to encounter. Thank you.
Yes, let's go on. Okay, Arifala, are you still there? Arifa, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes. So, do you want to walk us through his testimony, and then we can discuss on that, because those are still the current news on the ground. You will now be analyzing. No, okay. We'll do like this, okay? You will discuss it, and then you will analyze, and then there will be questions from the panelists, if at all, if there is any. Do you want to do that?
I'm open to any kind of question they want to ask. I'm open.
No. I say you will talk about the statement of Adura, and then you will now analyze it in the way you understand. Not just saying it, but now analyzing it again. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and then they can now pause. We're just going over it, and it's good to go through the different part of it to see how this crime was committed. Because the more we talk about it, the more it becomes clearer.
Okay.
So, guys, we run us through the statement again, and then we'll be analyzing. So, I think everybody on board, you guys, I think we are all alike here now on board. So, there is no, there is no opposition side at the moment. So, I think it's going to look nice and calm and sweet. So, go on, Mr. Arifa. But any questions? The question and contribution can come as well.
Please extend your invitation to them. We're not trying to take over the stage. I could move down for anyone to come up. If you're in the opposition camp, I don't mind. I'll go down.
Okay, no, it's not now. I don't have the energy. That's the thing. Me, that's one thing about me. There's always time for everything, and that's one thing people have not yet understand about me. And for me, everybody has a reason why they are doing what they are doing, okay? My own reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is what gives me the energy to push on and on. And I will not stop doing it that way. I know it will not suit a lot of people, fine, I know. But whenever we push human being to the wall, we get the best out of them. Okay, and I will not explain if really I want to get people to get awareness, I will make sure that they wake up. If the opposite side is winning, it's because this side is not doing enough job in their research. If you do enough research, you give your time into what you believe in, then you will win. You will win. Most of these guys you guys see on the opposite side, they do research. They don't even sleep on these things. So if you want to go through them, then you must be ready to give in time too to what you find important. Okay? All right. That is taken. So let's go, Arifa, walk us through and then analyze, and then people can ask you questions. I don't know. Yeah. Just do your thing, okay? Let's go.
Okay. I will not go too deep because I will be doing some analysis on it as well.
Yeah. Analysis is what you will be doing. You will speak and then you will analyze it. You know, like what you understand by it. Yeah.
Okay. And I would love to be bringing out the contradictions, and I would love to analyze it, and we'll all talk about it one by one, if you don't mind.
Okay, guys, let's be tapping on the screen. Everybody is needed. My voice is almost gone. Go on.
Okay. I'll be starting like this. When I was talking about the Indomie this afternoon, someone is trying to let me know there was questions there. After I went off, I took my time to go through the interrogation again, and I get to know that there is a contradiction, even more than expectations there. You see, when Daddy Mohbad says he can't talk that much, he usually gets scared of talking and all that. What I find out is this: Adura lack of inconsistency still affects the rest, because most thing that has been said earlier by other testifiers, Adura cancels so many things. For instance, they said Mo is having, after the NDLEA issue, Mohbad is having a psychological problem. Mohbad is not thinking straight. Mohbad is not doing things the right way. But Adura said no. Mohbad was perfectly fine right from last year till he's passed away this year. Now, basically, on what happened after the show on Sunday at home on Monday, Adura said he only set his eyes on Mohbad once, which is around 12 p.m. on Monday. Around 12 p.m. on Monday. Now, throughout Monday, Adura claims none of them set their eyes on Mo again. You see, if I am to bring that out to light, I will say Adura is pointing at something. Adura is stylishly backing his mommy's interview earlier. The earlier interview granted by his mom. Adura is somehow backing that. And aside of backing that, Adura is telling us that something terrible happened on Monday. Something terrible happened on Monday. Which means, so far, no one set his eyes on Mo on Monday. And nobody could even give us account of his phone on Monday. How can someone defend that nothing really happened on Monday? Because Mohbad's mom earlier said that she put a call to Wunmi on Monday, and after an hour she still called back. And after the call, Wunmi started screaming, telling her something has happened to Mohbad. But immediately she talks about that, somebody signaled to her and she stopped the statement. She changed the narrative. But they are not smart enough to retake the conference without the video, because it wasn't a live stuff. They are not smart enough to retake it before bringing it out. Do you understand? I don't know if anyone is willing to contradict that. I am still having the strong belief that nothing happens to Mo on Tuesday. Mo gave up the ghost on Monday. Or if there's any question.
In support to what you have said, Alpha, on one of Mo's interview, I noticed he paused to take his phone and then send a text, and then I apologized to the lady that was interviewing him and said sorry. So if Mo could do that on his interview, so why would he not leave his phone, you know, the whole Monday until Tuesday, you know, sorry, leave his phone with Adura, you know? So that is my 2 cents to that. Thank you.
I agree. I somewhat agree with you, Mr. Arifanla, because if someone's phone could be off for that long or unreachable by people who felt they were so close to him, like one of his friends that says, anytime I post on Snapchat, is it Snapchat or Instagram, Mr. Mo is always the first person to view it. And this time around, I didn't see anything from Mo. And then he's just unavailable for a whole day. That is suspicious. That is, you know, that's why I keep on saying that everything that happened within the, you know, within that room that is not accessible to the public, you know, that room that I'm talking about, the bedroom, you know, that bedroom that is not accessible to the public obviously is a private place. So there's a lot that has happened in that room. And you see, when Baba Mohbad was talking, he said when he was going around the house, maybe when he went upstairs or something, and when he was coming back, he saw a duvet soiled in blood, soaked in blood. You know, there's a lot of things that we have to put into perspective here. A lot has happened between Monday and Tuesday that this news came to us, the general public. So, in that house, we have to begin to understand that certain characters, like Prime Boy, at least to the best of our knowledge, wasn't in that house. But who were those in the house? Mohbad's brother, Wunmi, and other people that always, you know, they're always around. Bodies, I call them bodies, you know, Mohbad's bodies. They were in that compound. But who were those accessible and who were those allowed into the room? Wunmi has the ultimate power to go in and out of that room. Even I don't think Adura might have that kind of privilege. But at least Wunmi, as a wife, you know, we still regard her as a wife, you know, has the 100% access in and out of that room. What happened in that room now? It is what we are all trying to find out. Do you understand? But thank you very much, Mr. Arifanla, for pointing out that something must have happened on Monday that is still hidden to the general public until when the people who are involved are ready to share the information with us. We pray that God will speak to them so that they will give the right statement while they are being interrogated further. That's all I we had, because I don't understand why we're going back and forth and fighting. This thing, a lot of what happened to Mohbad happened to him right inside that house. That is just my own belief. The fight he had with Prime Boy, okay, he must have sustained an injury. But a lot now happened in that house that is not clear to most of us. And that is what we are trying to find out. And that is, it looks like that is being swept under the carpet. But the investigation is still ongoing. And I believe by God's grace, the God that has made so many people to go.
And on top of that, Lodge, we also have to understand that this guy kindly kind of show us that the argument that was happening at the show continued at home. What Prime Boy didn't tell us, the guy Adura told us. So the Canadian visa issue likely caused a serious problem that led to damages, and because one could wonder why on earth you, Adura, will take your brother's phone, will say you wanted to go give him the phone. Did he request for the phone? And they asked him, but you said Mohbad went upstairs after the show when he came back home. How did the phone go to your room? And then he changed. He said, oh no, Mohbad left the phone at home after the show. And before the show, that is even before they went to the show, the phone was already in his home. But now, when another lawyer asked him the same question technically, he said, oh no, it was DJ who gave him the phone. DJ gave you the phone. Anyway, at least you're already with the phone.
Contradictions upon contradictions.
You get it? Yes.
It is, yeah, go on.
That was just the excuse that will make him be able to go see what was happening. It's like a very big shout, okay, happened in that house. So him going, there may be some deals and some arrangement was made that had to make him subcon and see into his own interests, you know. So, but we don't know how long they can continue this way. I mean, this whole thing, I'm just trying to see who on earth could be the reason why none of them want to say the truth. I don't want to believe that it's only because of Wunmi, and Wunmi will just do this, and all of them will not want to say that. And Wunmi will be of a big threat that all of them cannot come out and speak like this. I want to believe it's more than Wunmi. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to believe it's only that argument, the Canadian visa, and then it just led to murder just like that, and no one can talk about it. Could we say, Arif, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. I just want to...
No, I want us to rub mine. I mean, because that's the. I mean, yeah,
yes.
Everybody's like
as it stands,
that's why I'm not making the other guys. Yeah.
Yes. It's open. We are open to other.
Not now. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry, not now. I mean, I want us to build some ground. Let's build some ground that is healthy. Yes. It's all for what is healthy.
I believe that there was a big fight that happened in that house. That is my own. That's the way I'm looking at it from my own point of view. The way the story is going. Okay, because if one of those who were in that house, who is a brother to the deceased, is giving statements that are contradictory, could the boy be scared of, ending up, being blamed for most of the things that happened while they were in that house? Could he be scared? That is one thing we need to put into context. 2.
Ending up being blamed how? For saying the truth?
I mean, could he be scared of the consequences of saying the actual... do you get where I'm coming from? Of actually telling the real story?
I don't think that is well grounded, because one, this guy is a man, and let's say
he's a man. He's a 20-year-old, my brother.
No. Come on, it's rugged. These children don't go there. I mean, these are boys. I mean, you have to see him. You have to see him. He's very tall. You have to see him. You saw him when he came with his father.
I've seen him.
Yes, it doesn't look like someone very cool. Okay. So that thing here is it, right? The thing here is that why all of them in that house chose to lie. Is it that Wunmi is that powerful? I don't want to believe that it's only Wunmi. There has to be a bigger force than Look at how about Mohbad's brother, Mohbad's uncle, the personal assistant of Mohbad.
Is that the Darusha guy?
That's the Darusha guy. He was also around. That guy know what happened. Okay, he was the one who did the embalming. He was the one who bought the casket. He was the one who took Mohbad from one hospital to another. They went to the show together. They came back home together. But they are trying to hide him on the whole picture. They are trying to hide him in this picture, in this script. He was also in that house. But they are trying to look like, oh, he wasn't around. Maybe he went by something or whatever. He wasn't. I mean, all kind of stuff. Okay? So, all of them who are silent right now, I'm wondering what on earth happened in that show, particularly to Mohbad. Because that show itself doesn't look so nice on Mohbad. I won't lie to you. Something which can implicate maybe Nara Samilari, maybe other big boys. Okay, go on.
Something like that. Like Darusha have been put in the stand.
No, they all been questioned. But
Okay.
Police, we went through the same police.
And well, not tonight, but I would love us to analyze his own statement as well. If I mean, whenever you're ready. Papa.
You mean Darusha? No, Darusha doesn't have any public statement right now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm asking. If he has been, if he has been questioned by,
by the police, but not made public. No, I don't think Corona Inquest will invite him.
Why? Why do you think they won't invite him?
They are not going to invite everybody. You think everybody is going to be invited? No, they are just going to be selective. As long as his name is not coming like that, if it's not going to help that much, like they will not, like Prime Boy own, I think his name is going to help that much. That's why the lawyer, Prime Boy himself wouldn't have come. Imagine, Prime Boy wouldn't have come to the Corona Inquest. But because his name kept coming, and so then the judges have to deliberate on that, and the magistrate kind of accepted it. Even the driver that was in that, the driver, I don't think the driver is going to become the driver to that Prado Jeep. Maybe. Yes, and those are solid evidence.
I'm just exploring the motives, because if there were, like you said, we need like a higher force to do that kind of thing. It couldn't have been Wunmi alone. Do you get where I'm coming from? Exactly. And if we are supposed to talk about it, then they were supposed to investigate or ask questions from everybody who were present in that house at the point where they took the body out for the first time. If you get where I'm coming from, for the first time, not when Papa Mohbad.
They have asked all of them. They have interviewed all of them. All of them. Yes. They have not found them guilty. They have not found them to commit an offense.
So, wow. Okay, thank you, Mr. Arifanla. You can continue with your assessments and analysis. Yes. We are here.
To put more light, this is the little I still think I want to say. Talking about Prime Boy. According to Adura, when he was questioned, who are you going to point finger at? What can you tell us that by your brother? Adura did not even think about the answer before answering the question. He said, Prime Boy. And for him to insist that Prime Boy is the main actor that pulled the trigger, I think this is a story, according to him, that was narrated to him, and this is the sting they put in his head, and that is why it keeps repeating, like he is free, Wunmi is free, others are free, but Prime Boy, who wasn't even at the venue, at home with them on Monday, at home with them on Tuesday, that doesn't even follow them from Sunday to that house. So how come is he now the suspect, the killer here? And he keeps saying he did not have any tangible reason, but he just knew Prime Boy is the main suspect. Now, if I am to bring light to that, to my own understanding, you see, there is a round table. Even before police interrogation, before police go publicize their own statement, there has been a round table. Even before Prime Boy being declared wanted, there has been a round table. That, you see this whole situation, there must be a figure in which that we are going to put at the center, that all this rope will be connected to. All this statement has to be on. And who would that be? Who can you all point at? They said, wait, let's use Prime Boy. I believe that is why this guy is at the center. Because I keep asking the learned people, those that are legislators, legal practitioners, I've been questioning them that where in the law I want it to be quoted, or I really want to know how it's stated that one should not weave. I mean, you should not dodge any blow where they won't give you. Thou shalt not dodge the blow. Thou shalt be. Let me say, you must stand. You must stand at a particular place. I'm sorry, I'm on Fuma. You must stand at a particular place. Wherever they want to give you a blow, you must be stationary. So if you dodge the blow and anything happens to the person that wants to blow you, this is your punishment. You know, if there is nothing of such, I am still asking, what is the major crime that makes Prime Boy remain the prime suspect? This is what I don't know. Assuming when Mohbad and Prime Boy were engaging in the physical fight, as they all claim, in which nobody even witnessed, maybe if Mohbad now fell and went off from there and passed away, it could have been easy to hold on to Prime Boy. But presently like this, I'm still asking, what was the major issue that Prime Boy is having? What is the major problem? What was the major offense of Prime Boy that makes him to be the main suspect, the prime suspect? I know about the North.
Let's look at it this way. Okay. It's good to also rub mind together. I mean, that's why sometimes I like to bring opposite forces in the house so that they can also look at things in the other side. Maybe it can be convincing, because I mean, what you're looking for is something convincing. First, okay, Prime Boy was not in his rightful space. He was in Mohbad's space. If it can be established that Mohbad told him to come down from that car and he refused, okay, on several occasions. One, that is provocation. According to his own speech, Mohbad went to the other side of the car to his own door. Mohbad was pulling him, and yet he was still in that car, okay, until the security. And in fact, according to him, Mohbad kept hitting him. Mohbad kept hitting him. Okay, he didn't do nothing, according to him. All right. So he didn't do nothing, and so the security came around, and then they said, okay, you come down, and then they said, okay, Mohbad, go the other side. From his own speech, everything was not that nice. And even when you look at what provoked Mohbad, they said he called Mohbad Promise, a name Mohbad don't like being called in the public. Okay, what made him call Mohbad public? It was confirmed that he was having an ongoing issue. He was having a problem with Adura, with Mohbad's brother. And Mohbad's brother confirmed that. The Mohbad brother said he used some foul language, some abusive language. But Prime Boy, in his explanation, why didn't he tell us? In fact, when you look at those who really tell us what happened in that show, Adura and Wunmi, they gave us more information of what happened in that show than Prime Boy. Prime Boy didn't even tell us what happened backstage, what happened when they were coming. Prime Boy was kind of just so quick, cutting his words in the way that it makes him look nice. Okay, so he was in that car after he has provoked Mohbad, because what caused their issue? Wunmi said he called Mohbad Promise. That's what we will hold now. Wunmi told us the argument from what pained Mohbad that made Mohbad go meet Prime Boy. You know, it's just like, for example, now in some countries, right, there are some certain things. Just like a lady was here, okay, I think TSL, are you there? Hello?
Sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, I think you. I think you were the one saying that if someone calls you a particular name, you can even legally, you can throw them a slap.
Oh yeah.
You get it? That is a provocation, right?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Again, even if the person didn't really touch you, but the person says some certain words to you. Okay?
Yeah, you are allowed. Yeah, you are allowed to give them a knockdown, but it have to be a good one.
A knockdown.
A knockdown, if you can, but it have to be a good one, so they don't get up and then rush you back.
All right. So now, in this sense, Primeboy provoked. Primeboy didn't give us stories that will make him look like he didn't come with clean hand. When you go to the law, you go with clean hand. Unless on December 6th, if he will take his time and come and give us the full story of what happened there. Otherwise, he is putting himself in a very tough ground. If he did not tell us the argument that happened that made Mohbad calm down, I don't want to believe that Primeboy was just settling case between Wunmi and Mohbad, and then Mohbad's friend turned to him. Primeboy confirmed in his own mouth that Mohbad came to him, dragging him to calm down. What on earth would have moved Mohbad like that? Let's be logical. It has to be maybe something that makes him look bad, but he didn't want to tell us. And that's a provocation. If that thing had not happened, nobody would put anything on his head. At least let him tell us that thing. Then from there, we will now, he has a mistake. He had a provocation, but they went back and forth. Okay, he provoked Mohbad, but he didn't physically hurt Mohbad. He is wrong by provoking Mohbad, but did he hit back? Did he physically hurt Mohbad? No. So we can be looking at that aspect. But as things stands for him right now, and maybe that provocation that led to having that injury from Mohbad, it's not going to be let go for free. If he has gone to the police and he has confessed what really happened there, they're going to hold him. Because if that had not happened, then the injury wouldn't have happened. Always the cause of something is very, very important. Causation. What caused it? If you can find what caused something, was it possible to have been prevented? If it was possible to have been prevented, why didn't you prevent it? So that why is what will bring the punishment. So people who keep thinking that Primeboy didn't do anything. Now, for me, I think, I'm not imposing this on anybody. I just think that Primeboy, in his own speech, not even what someone else is saying, in his own speech, okay, he's kind of hiding a lot. And when you look at it, after Mohbad passed away, the same message posted by Wunmi also technically posted by Primeboy. Wunmi said they killed him. Right? You have won. Take the trophy. Primeboy also said the same thing. He said, in his own words, how did he say it? You are finally taking him away. Okay? Who is this you have finally taken him away? Who is this you that Primeboy, invisible you, and invisible they for Wunmi and Primeboy? What do they know that we don't know? And now, they are now fighting themselves technically. Wunmi is putting everything on Primeboy. Primeboy is saying, why is Wunmi trying to frame me? If I go down, we both go down. That's technically what she means. How did you know that she's framing you? What did she do that you know, that you think she's putting it on your own head? We need more information from Primeboy. Right? And, don't come yet. Don't come for now. Someone who's trying to frame you. How come again you guys are texting and saying don't come for now? And what happened there again? Primeboy is caught in a lot of things. Okay, let me tell you something, Arifa. You called me, hey, what's up? You want to come carry your bag, your stuff. Okay? And I said, don't come for now. It will not just end like that. You will ask me that question, what's going on? Then I will have to explain why I said don't come for now. This is what's happening. But Prime Boy didn't tell us what other things. I mean, he was just cutting all his speech. Chop, chop. He was chopping all his speech in the way it makes him look nice. So me, I don't want to ever support someone like that. If you know that he doesn't want anybody to put anything on his head, let him respect the public and tell us what really played out that day. Even if he commit a crime, but he didn't kill Mohbad, we will now know how to talk about that. But for him to continue like this, believe me, in the sight of the law, your actions cause the injury on Mohbad. But now the intent that led to that injury, was it to kill Mohbad? No. It was a reckless one. Reckless. Okay, it was a mistake, a reckless action, but it led to an injury on Mohbad's hand. And then the injury was treated, and then Mohbad passed away. You will be held for manslaughter, unless autopsy proof otherwise. But I believe autopsy is going to be a very big a game changer, because all these things we are seeing right now, we can really see that it's like a fight likely happened in that home. A fight likely happened in that home. And if it can be proven that aside from this Prime Boy fight, another fight happened somewhere else or home or on the way, if it can be proven, they will acquit Prime Boy unconditionally. And even as things stands right now, Prime Boy is just in detention. It's not in jail yet. When they go to criminal court, no lawyer on earth will allow Prime Boy to go to jail just for what police said. What police said will be debunked in the front of the criminal court, because the lawyer of Prime Boy will ask for more evidence, and they will further argue that that picture you guys are showing us, this is not an injury caused by someone who punched the glass. Then argument will go back and forth. That's why criminal court will take time. So I don't know whether all this, helps in answering anything, Arifa, so you can contribute to this if you don't mind. Because you just don't want to see things. Yeah, go on.
Can I say something, please?
Go on.
Okay, yeah. Like from what you said, yeah, I think I deduce one thing that I agreed to it, that if Prime Boy needs to come out and say. But another thing that we should be looking at, like what you used to end your statement was that, what if another event happened in that house? Because Sunday till Tuesday is a very long hour for things to happen. What if something, and I'm beginning to look at it from that perspective also, because by now, if it was actually, the whole thing was true Prime Boy, they would have given a concrete evidence that would have nailed the guy from this inception of the case. Not just saying it was Wunmi that told me, I was not there, they witnessed the fight. Another person said I was not there, they witnessed the fight.
My people, this matter don't turn to the more you look, the less you see. Now waiting, we no expect to hear. Now we come the hear for this Mohbad RIP. Anyway, me, I will continue to the talk and say anybody will be say not learn from this Mohbad own case, you no go feel learn again. Because it be like say now, they can't they use and they do it for Nigeria. Say if we pay this person, nothing go happen. If we drag for justice, if they cry for justice, and not say justice and go rest. But you see this Mohbad RIP. According to what Mohbad tell Wunmi, his wife, before he say, see, if you and your family they do it to other person, or go scot-free, but my own go be the end. And if you buy me, you go suffer. Now waiting they happen. So this will be the end in Nigeria. Justice must be prevail in Mohbad's case. Anyway, my people, share this video and let me know your thoughts at the comment section. Please continue to share. Drop your opinion at the comment section.